why would I even go in without telling you what I'm here to do? Of course, I'm somewhere in Achimota, and that's because I'm here today to have a chat with one of the best DJs in Ghana. He's actually won the overall DJ of the year 3 times at the Ghana DJ Awards. When you talk of gigs, he's there. When you talk of making the money, he's there. When you talk about marketing, he is there. And I'm talking about DJ Vyrusky. So I'm here to visit at his studio, and if you're ready with me, let's go and hear that story from him. Yay! Charlie. Okay.
Where is it?
Well, of course, it is a new year, new beginnings, and for most of us, we have plans, even though things aren't too good for us from 2020 to 2021. But in all of this, we won awards, we went to events, we had good times, we had great family memories, and well, we had a good time with our celebrities as well. Well, today I get to come out to hang out with one top DJ in Ghana. In fact, if I'm going to go on and on, probably he can go all the way to be one of the best in Africa. When you look at the goods, you continue to look at them. I'm talking about DJ Vyrusky, who has won the overall DJ of the year 3 times. This is his beautiful studio. He works from here. But once we're going to do this, I'll tell you about my new single as well. Hello and welcome, DJ Vyrusky. In fact, you should be welcoming me.
Yeah, you're welcome to the Virus studio. That's what we call it.
Wow, this is beautiful. Like with everything here.
Yeah, with the equipment, with the awards, with the laptop. Of course. This way, I love to stay here because I love creating a lot of stuff. So this is why I give birth to a lot of ideas. So
wow.
It's called the idea engine room. So sometimes I can just wake up at 3 a.m. and just come here, not even do anything, just sit down and just think about stuff to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, I've heard your name over and over again. The word Vyrusky.
Yeah.
Where did that name come from?
So Vyrusky, interestingly, in high school I looked like a senior. Okay. His name was Vyrusky. So they used to call me Junior Vyrusky. I don't even know what it means.
Wow.
So if it's something else, I don't know. So I looked like him. They used to call me Junior Vyrusky. When he was done with school, I just picked up the name. Like the junior left and it became Vyrusky. Funny enough, I haven't even seen him after school.
Wow, you haven't heard from him?
No, I don't even know where he is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about your growing up. I know that, of course, we all have a life.
Yeah.
We all grew up knowing we want to do something, we believed in something. How was your growing up like?
I mean, growing up for me was a great experience because I basically I was just doing anything I wanted to do. But then I come from a family where they are strict on books. Oh. I mean, you have to learn. My house there, even if you are second, because I mean, yeah, it's a bit funny because people are like, oh, you always have to make sure you come on top and all that. I mean, there wasn't that pressure, but the pressure was from the siblings because they were sharks, so you have to learn. So I mean, I was more of a book boy growing up. I loved playing the instruments. At the age of 7, I was playing the drums. So I was a church boy, proper church boy. Like I go to church at 7 and come back at 5. You know them people. Yeah. So I mean, that was my life. School, work, instruments, and listening to a lot of music. I mean, that's basically how I grew up.
So at what point did you decide that I want to be a spinner or DJ?
Yeah, the spinner time. So I mean, we'll talk about the spinner time. So that's it. I'll be frank, I never thought of becoming a DJ. It never crossed my mind, any day, any time. I think it was in university first year. I met a guy called Rex. I just got married. I played at his wedding. So I was in a choir called a CVC choir because I told you I was a church guy. I used to play instruments. So it was one of the biggest choir in Legon. So I met Rex Ford and he taught me how to use the virtual DJ to play gospel music.
Wow.
So that's how I started the whole process of DJing, because I learned how to make songs on the virtual DJ, that's gospel songs. So from there, I was just playing music. I mean, there used to be drink ups, a lot of drink ups in Legon, you know, the bad boys more. So there was drink cups upon drink cups, and I was the one who could play with the virtual DJs. So anytime there was a drink up, they wanted Vyrusky to play. So I became pretty popular on campus because of the whole campus DJ thing. And when you're on campus, they gas you up, you think you're even better than the guy who invented DJ. Like, so it got into my head. There was this XFM came about, and everybody was talking about XFM. And I went to tell my parents about becoming a DJ at XFM because I got a deal. And they wanted me because I was the most popular guy on campus for DJing. My parents were like, Giant Kosher School. So that's when there was a break in my DJ career, because I mean, I used to be very popular on campus and I used to play all the biggest gigs on campus. But there was a break because I had to learn, according to my parents, of course, which was very, very important. So I had to do my whole business stuff. So I forgot about DJing for some time until I came to Lynx Entertainment. I mean, I was still with Echo House. Echo House started on campus as a magazine. Okay. You get it? So
I was gonna come to that because I heard so much about Echo House.
Yeah, Echo House was like a magazine on campus. I mean, we just started as a magazine. We were just capturing events, like the good moments people had at parties. So then everybody wanted to see their pictures in Echo magazine. Yeah, so and I happened to be part of the people that started Echo magazine on campus in Legon. It was already in tech, but when they came to Legon, Barrow saw me, Julio, and we had to start it on Legon campus. So then eventually we thought about doing parties, because now we're just taking pictures of people's parties and all that. So why don't we do our own parties? Then we started with the parties. Then I got the opportunity to play at these parties. So, because it's an Echo House, meaning Bokra, Takashi, or play something to get it. So, yeah, I got the opportunity to play at the parties, and I mean, it got me more popular because I mean, Vyrusky is coming, everybody's going to see Vyrusky play at the party. You know? We used to have DJs coming, like lives of DJ Mensa. I mean, of course, you need a superstar DJ to grace it. So, Vyrusky will play a party there, then they'll call me, and the big ones will come and play. But I mean, it was a learning curve. I mean, I got to learn a lot of things. So when I came to Lynx Entertainment, I remember the story very well. I told them I could play music. You know, Albert, Michael, Charlie, shut up. So we went for a party and there was a DJ. I mean, I'll mention that name. It was a popular DJ. I mean, he was playing at a club. And I was like, I mean, he's good. But then when I saw him play, when I heard him play, I was like, I can play music like this guy, like maybe even more. So I made a mistake. And I said, I will play past this guy. Come and see Michael. You did grace. You did grace. I mean, of course, because when I came to Lynx, I came as an administrator. I was the one doing the books and everything, wearing my shirts, trousers, so yeah, proper. So they thought I was all about the books and all that. So there was a drink up at Lynx, and Master J, I think Master J wasn't available. He was the DJ for Lynx, and they said every day, yo, make you play my PC. And that's one thing I love about Lynx Entertainment. When they realized that this guy has it, everybody was like, yo. I remember Michael Alves like, Charlie, this will be the next big thing. We could push this guy. Yeah, so that's how Lynx got me in the industry too.
This is really interesting. Now, I understand when you were at Echo House, like, of course, you had all these big gigs from some of these big companies as well, like the MTNs, the Vodafones, and all of that. So, was that a thing that brought the perception that because you were playing on these shows, it gave you that hype to become who you are? So everybody who saw you was like, oh, a hype.
Okay.
Did it contribute to that?
Yes, okay. With the hype thing, let me build up to what you're saying. I mean, I feel, like I said, I always told people that if I was a white kid, I would have been smarter. Because, I mean, sometimes the only thing that hurts me is I didn't capture some of the moments before I became Vyrusky. I could have had that on maybe a camera or something. Because, I mean, people got to know me when I became Vyrusky, but they didn't get to experience the struggles. Like, I mean, I'm choosing my words carefully here. That's why I'm like, they just see you as some dadaba boy that just got opportunity to play for these brands you're mentioning about, and he's Vyrusky because of that. But they didn't get to experience me with Miss V in Sunyani.
Yeah.
Me turning up shows in the northern region, in the Volta region, playing for crowds. So this is what happened when Miss V started her career. I mean, she didn't have a lot of songs. Yeah. I mean, she was just starting. So when we go on stage, we have like maybe 20 minutes to rock the crowd. But then you calculate the songs the artist has.
You know the reach.
You don't go much. So I would turn up the crowd with Sheldon. So that is all part of the show. Okay. So I mean that even helped me learn how to turn up people, like concerts and all that. Yeah. So I have a session where I come and turn up the crowd with other people's songs. When I'm done, when I leave, then Vera comes on. So we won't even announce it. So when I'm done,
I just comes in.
So the hype is everything. So I got to play a lot of shows outside. So a lot of people got to know that who is this boy turning up crowds and all that, which helped me. But people didn't see all these things. People didn't see my time of me playing at Report, where I played at a Pilogo, and after that I trained for like 3 days in Report.
Wow.
They didn't get to see all those things. Do you get it? So I mean the people that followed Vyrusky from day one, when they are talking about me to people are like, why they hype the guy like that? Because they didn't get to see all these things. Do you get it? So what they got to know about was me playing for the MTNs, me playing for
the Vodafone.
Yes.
And all of that.
So I always say that you see the way you think you are struggling, don't see me as a dadaba.
Yeah.
I've gone through that phase because when I started, it was all about playing music for me. I wasn't even about the money because back home, I was supposed to be a corporate boy. You get it?
Okay.
Yes, and I said no to a couple of companies after school.
After school.
So then now, my parents expect me to make it from this, what I want to do. Now I want to, and it wasn't, I didn't even say no to these companies because I wanted to be a DJ. No. Because I wanted to work with Echo House, because I believed in a dream. I started with the people who were on campus. So I just wanted to see this dream come true. And I wasn't willing to let it go.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even about being a DJ. That was because I wanted to see Echo House get to where it is now. Yeah. So I said no to all these companies because I wanted to be with Echo House. So now there was pressure on me to make it.
Yeah, from your parents.
Yes, because I mean you have the easy way. You said no. You want to come and do this thing. Yeah. Yes. And well, they say, so my mother, about the spinning, my mother knew that's a term I didn't like, so not from spinner, just to discourage me from playing music and all that. So that was the drive and that was the push for me. I wanted to make it. I used to rehearse every time, learn new things, like do new stuff, because I wanted to be on top. And I always looked up to people like DJ Black. I wasn't about how do I get to overtake Black, but how do I get to his level? Because I mean I respect everybody that grew up with DJ Black, but then a spade is a spade. He was ahead of everybody.